These reopenings are in a variety of states, some of which have already started to tiptoe back towards reopening, like South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, among others, Oklahoma. How is the company going to make it safe for shoppers to come back into these malls?
Sure. Well, Tyler, first off, thanks so much for having me. Great to be here. Simon says it's time to reopen the malls, right? So the biggest mall owner in the U.S. Is planning to, as soon as this Friday, begin reopening 49 properties. And like you said, much of this is in South Carolina, Georgia, in these states where governors are trying to get everyone back to business. But of course, we live in a world where now social distancing is a thing. And so there are a lot of measures that Simon is looking to take. Again, this is all according to an internal memo that I obtained from the company. And so Simon, some examples of this are removing chairs in the food court, limiting the number of entrances to the mall. Simon says it will be putting signage on the floors to direct traffic to ensure that people only walk one direction throughout the property. And it will also be one unique example of a way to just ensure that people keep their distance. Said it will be putting tape over every other sink in the bathroom. So again, just taking a number of measures to ensure that there are never too many people within the mall at once. Simon says that it plans to hopefully not see more than one person per 50 square feet in the property at any given time. And it says it will be using a tracking technology, I guess, that it has to keep up with that. But again, really, Simon, in many ways, is writing the playbook for how we get back to normal, or how retail gets back up and running in the U.S. I mean, the first big property owner to really come out and try to open a bunch of its centers at once. Again, though, all of this said, it remains to be seen. Yeah, sure.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to ask, as you're discussing them reopening the malls, and you're right, they are definitely setting the template. What about the stores inside? Are they basically just opening these malls as recreational space where people can come and take a walk, or is the expectation that the stores are going to participate?
Right. I think the expectation, of course, is that stores are going to reopen, but it's up to them at this point, right? If Gap wants to open its doors, if Nordstrom wants to open its doors. And I think we've already seen some national chains in Georgia, for example, holding back, even though Georgia, as of this past week, was reopened, or retail was allowed to reopen. A lot of companies are sitting on the sidelines. So it's going to be interesting to watch this play out. I think one thing to take into consideration in all of this is just, which companies it might be easier for, I guess, to get back open. You're seeing a lot of the mom and pops. Maybe it's easier for them to get their staff back in place. But a lot of these national chains have furloughed the majority of their store workers. So certainly could be some hurdles in getting everyone back.
Can't wait, Lauren, to see what happens when they actually open the malls and how much traffic in whichever state they are, how much traffic the malls actually get. Lauren Thomas, thank you very much for your reporting there. Very interesting.